Welcome, nerds and adventurers, to a brand new episode of Just Us. But wait, something's different. That's right, you can see us now.
That's right, we're officially stepping into the world of video podcasting, bringing you all that sweet, nerdy goodness, but now with our faces.
Tonight we're talking about why we made the jump to video, my fear about being on camera, and how we're also diving into live streaming our games.
Plus, I'll be sharing my first impressions with Marvel Rivals, my strategist struggles, and my account with Steam got hacked.
Ooh. And I found an amazing nerdy obsession, Lego Botanicals, the perfect plants for anybody who loves nerdy home decor but hates watering things.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's nerd out together.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, introductions to be had. This is us. This is us in all digital glory.
Super fun.
If you've never heard or seen us before, I am DM Eguile.
DNDWife, hi.
And we really wanted to kind of step in. We've been doing this for a little over a year now, and we thought... it's time. And we've noticed a lot of people in this community, they really kind of want to have that one-on-one experience to where you kind of can see the person. And so we thought, had to get over some trepidations and some worries, but we finally figured out, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it.
Right. I keep getting the comments from some of our listeners that is like, hey, it's great, but I'd love to see you on video. So, this is us making that happen.
I mean, there's so many things too, especially when posting on a platform like YouTube that we want to show you the little intricate things. And it's kind of tough with the medium of just a, audio podcast.
It's limited, right? You can't do as much, or sometimes the things we like to show, like for the comic cave, we can't really show you that on an audio only.
Yeah, and so it's like we wanted to connect more personally, pretty much probably with ourselves, obviously, since we're not we're not blowing up all crazy anytime soon. But it was a way to at least start. Ooh, excuse me. At least start reaching out and kind of seeing who else is out there.
Yeah, we were really grateful for 75 subscribers on YouTube. That's amazing. And we just want to keep it growing. We think video is the next step. It's super logical just with the way that the world is, heading nowadays, especially on the internet. And
right, and this isn't just the only step. Obviously, we are kind of dipping our toes in with the Just Us podcast.
Yeah.
But we do plan on providing a little bit more kind of in-depth behind the scenes. We're hoping soon to have kind of a little studio tour so you can kind of see... where we are recording from in our lowly little apartment and how you too can kind of create a little mini studio in your apartment.
As long as you have an extra space.
Right, yeah, you gotta have that extra bedroom. And also we've been doing some live streaming now, if you've been following us on YouTube.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of ups and downs, but we've managed to start at least.
If you watch the second video, we did not realize for the first 40 minutes that we did not turn our mics on.
Yeah.
And so it's great audio if you love listening to Project Zomboid, but not great if you expected to listen to anyone speaking.
Yeah, it's just 40 minutes of us moving our mouths in front of a mic that has no audio.
Yeah, shout out to Jason for letting us know halfway through as he jumped in to let us know that nobody could hear what we were saying.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It helped us out a lot, and we're grateful for all the support.
But it kind of shows, we really are, trying to step into this new medium and trying to, get out there. I know you had a lot of worries because, when we first started this, I always kind of envisioned us eventually going to video because that's kind of the natural progression.
Yeah.
But I knew you kind of always had a little bit of reservations about jumping into this kind of at the medium.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. Not gonna lie, it's been a really long time since I've been on video, on a camera, on anything. And any of those have been for school projects. Nothing TV or anything super special. So this was really a jump out of our comfort zone, out of my comfort zone. I'm used to speaking in public, but not for a really long time. And this is definitely a first. It's going to be interesting. I'm nervous, but excited. I just won't sing about it. I promise. Those who know the SNL skit understand that reference.
And really, we were kind of worried, how, obviously, it's tough with all that you see online and everyone having to have like certain products and ring lights and this. And we've always stressed that like being a nerd is such an expensive damn hobby. And so like we also want to show that, look, you kind of make that natural steps. Just like when we first started playing D&D and we were using just like paper and Post-it notes and
tokens.
And tokens, right? And now we have TVs and monitors and minis, galore and stuff like that. So, we know it's going to take time, but hopefully our little try right now, we're kind of rigged up with our phones and
we got this
multiple
rigmarole set up.
So hopefully this pans out.
Yeah,
but the whole thing we really wanted to do was to make sure that we had fun. And I think that's what's going to shine through. We wanted you guys to be able to join more in kind of the dynamic, obviously seeing us having this kind of good time and enjoying it with us. And I think this is a good way to kind of to get that. And also I love the idea of being able to have more behind the scenes, right?
I love that.
I think it really is, right? Like we are kind of more of a visual people. And when we can see the people we're talking with and we're connecting with, it's just going to go a lot further.
Oh yeah. This is a day and age of visual people. People want to see your face. They want to see the personality behind the voice. It's not just about, how well you can speak. It's like, hey, who are you? What kind of person are you? I'd like to get to know you.
Right. and that's the big thing too. And so we really, first we wanted to do the live streaming and that's kind of that first step because one, it allows us to game together, which is always fun. And that's a fun, I think, dichotomy we don't see too often with, couples out there gaming together.
That's true.
Even with all the advent of all these multiplayer games.
Yeah. But it's a lot.
Right. But it took us some time. We had to get new computers. I finally got to build a sweet, sweet rig.
Oh, he's so happy.
That's so sweet. Happy. And so now we're able to do things like live stream, and we've started live streaming Project Zomboid.
Yeah, super fun.
So if that's something you're interested in, we do have a newbie server that we're kind of playing on,
to learn,
and not with the hardest rules. So we are looking for people. Join our Discord, a couple of nerds, and we can definitely give you the access to come join and play with us and kind of see how much we can learn and die in the game.
Right.
You and I are both 1-1 on this first playthrough as being bitten.
Like within like hours of starting the game, and I mean like in-game hours, not real hours. That was horrible.
Right, and and we're trying to get those all up on our YouTube at Couple of Nerds Productions.
Yep.
I'm also trying to open a Twitch channel kind of here pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. That's at can_Eguile.
Yep.
When we get that going. Our plan is to eventually have some set times. Unfortunately, I am a professional chef, which sometimes makes my times a little chaotic.
A little wonky.
So hopefully here pretty soon we'll be able to post some times where we'll be streaming. So if people want to join or at least come and make fun of us as how rookie and newbie we are, we welcome everything, good or bad. Bring it.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more regular of a schedule, so I would be streaming more in the like late afternoons and on weekends. So that'll be super fun.
Right, and it's so funny too because like for me, I remember when we were dating, forever ago.
A long time ago.
One of the ways that we tried to stay connected was you watching me probably about almost 10 years ago on Twitch.
Yeah.
When I would stream the matches that I was playing, and that was a way for you to be able to like see me play.
It was cool. It was the first time I'd ever been introduced to like live streaming, like that side of live streaming in general, I think, because it was fairly new at the time. So it was just really interesting to see what goes into it. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was fun, and you had some followers.
Oh yeah, and that was kind of fun. And so now it's a whole different world. I mean, I kind of wish you could have stuck with it. You never know. You never know. You shoulda, woulda, coulda, right?
Yeah.
But it was kind of that thing where it's like, hey, we can go back to this now that I have this nice new computer and everything. It really helps out. And so it was kind of cool too, because like now we're using things like OBS and we've tried to create our little overlays and our little things, and we look almost professional.
So close.
And I think that's really fun, and not only am I having fun with it, which is to me the most important thing, but I'm hoping if people come and join and watch on, it can be really fun, and I can see this going, really further down the line, and I think that's really the biggest thing when it comes to jumping into this space. I mean, it is super saturated, right? It is.
Everything nowadays is super saturated.
Yeah,
to be honest.
It's tough, right? So you're always, but like if you come in and you're just, we've always been stressing like this isn't a job until it becomes a job.
Yeah, until you make it,
right?
Feel
so
like one.
For right now, it's a hobby, and hobbies are fun.
Yeah.
Like we want to have hobbies. We want to do these kind of things. So for me right now, it's like I haven't done, kind of competitive play or anything like this, but when Marvel Rivals came out, I really wanted to try that out.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was cool, the hero shooter. I never was really into like the Overwatch or the Fortnites because I never had a computer.
Yeah. So you couldn't play them.
So it was really cool to see kind of, characters that I at least knew generally what they do.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, the Hulk, he's a tank. Okay.
Right.
The Thing, he's a tank. Spider-Man, a DPS.
Right. Scarlet Witch is a magic user.
And a DPS, right?
Yeah.
It makes total sense. So it really made it where I was like, okay, I could play this. And I think they've made the game a little bit more filthy casual friendly.
Yeah, you don't have to sit
FCF,
there.
I think I should like coining that, filthy casual friendly.
Yeah.
Because it really is something where, not everyone has to play all day every day to get somewhere or feel like they're getting somewhere in the game, which is really nice. And I'm kind of bouncing right now in the game. If you've been playing the game, please, any kind of strategies, tips, anything. I've barely been playing. I'm barely at like Silver 3.
He's working on.
But like between strategists and the vanguards, aka like the tanks, I'm having a fun time between them. But it is that kind of thing where it's like, I like being the healers in games, except for like MMOs. That's a whole like stress inducing I don't like. But really, I've always been a fill person. Like I always just kind of fill in what we need. I mean, when we were playing, when you decided to take the arduous task of playing 14, I would just fill in whatever you needed every time.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the time he would just go tank and just run me through a dungeon real quick because I just I needed to get through the story and I was trying to catch up to him.
And like the biggest thing is like with the games in Marvel Rivals, if you've played League of Legends, you kind of understand this in that like, League of Legends match could be like 45 minutes to an hour in ranked, especially high end ranked, right? And you can lose, and then it's like all that time is a loss, right?
So
Rivals, I mean, 20 minutes at most, and even then, that's a really long game.
I've got to say that's super appealing. I've played League of Legends, and there's a reason I don't anymore.
Yeah, right.
That's the time of the game.
And so, like, so it's just for me going into it's not about the competition. It's just about unlocking skins and having fun and not wasting too much money.
Yeah,
because luckily it's not very pay to win. I don't think it's really pay to win at all.
Yeah, I heard
really.
you mentioned that. Yeah.
But it is nice. It is nice that there's a good reward cycle. But obviously a new game. Anytime it's a new game, they want to get you hooked early and quick. So, it was fun while it lasted until last weekend. Yes, as you're giving me that look, which you all now can see, the looks of derision that I get from my wife here. My account got hacked. I'm trying to use Discord, like the Marvel Rivals Discord. I don't really know anything. I'm kind of like a boomer in a millennial's disguise, and that I've lost track of how to do things on the internet.
A little bit
is me
for a
dipping
while.
my toes back into the system, right?
Yeah.
And so thought I was making a friend request, new computer.
Super nice.
Thought I had to re-sign into Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got me my account lost for the weekend.
Super fun.
Luckily, and this is a tip I give to everybody, I don't put my credit card on anything. I don't leave my credit card. The whole like, it's convenient. Yeah, it's convenient for you to get your stuff
everyone
stolen.
Else too.
So I say no.
Yeah, don't do that.
And so now with the compassionate embrace and pushing of my wife, I've made sure to set up a little bit more safety, like the 2-factor, the whole thing where it doubles back to my cell phone. And I'm no longer taking random friend requests from people in Frankfurt, Germany.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, the Germans are hacking, y'all.
Or at least that's what the ping said. Who knows? Could have been using a VPN or some weird stuff.
I mean, you're going to VPN, of all places, Frankfurt, Germany just seems like a weird place to go about doing it.
You never know, right?
But luckily, I don't do much on my account, and I haven't really changed anything, so having the information was pretty easy to give to Steam support. They managed to get me my account back. It was like 3 days.
Yeah.
But, I don't play anything important. I play nothing but, like, RPGs and that kind of game, single-player games, so there wasn't really anything to take or steal.
Skins,
or like cards or anything like that. So, I mean, pretty much it was just kind of bummed my weekend out until I got it. And, the only thing I can say it was, pretty much partially my fault and damn fucking dirty hackers.
Never again. At least you hope.
I'm not the only one that found a new hobby. I know you did because you've been building these things throughout the apartment for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I found Lego Botanicals, and They look amazing.
You found a few of them too, which is dope.
Check it out. You like that? You like that?
I know, you can see it now.
Yeah.
I can even adjust and move.
This one is the
crazy.
orchid. It is so beautiful, guys. And it's super easy to put together too. We were just like walking through Costco and he saw them and he was like, "You like these,
we're
right?"
Costco people now. Yeah, that's great.
Costco people now. No, but they're super amazing.
That could be a whole other episode.
That's true. We could walk people through. It's amazing. But we found them. They're super well priced. This one I think was like $45, if that.
$39.99.
There you go. And then the bamboo was like 20, 30, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super simple. I took the bamboo to work. It's my little work plant.
Yeah, you have to bring it back another time.
I will have to. I have photos.
Oh, photos. Yeah.
I have photos of my whole putting it together.
We can post those up on the Discord.
Oh yeah. I have the whole from beginning to end. And
unboxing.
Yeah, everything. Putting it together, everything. It looks amazing. And I have a little bit of this as well, of the orchid. But
what you'll have to do is we can set it up and we can do a speed hyperlapse of you building one.
Ooh, that would be
just
cool.
Have you sit down and make one.
Yeah.
And then just that, like, you can see the whole process go out in time. We'll do that.
I'm down. I'm down.
Right, do this. We'll do this. I'll do this on the next one. So, I mean,
okay.
You have to get another one. But we'll do that on the next one so people can just see how simple, but also how long it does take.
Ooh, I'm so excited because the next one I want to get is the plum tree. It is so beautiful. Oh, and it's one of my favorite colors. It's like a little bit of like purple fuchsia kind of.
I mean, they do a great freaking job. Like, I mean, I was looking at this thing and it's like, look at the base.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks like a real plant base. Like if like we have this on our like essentially our table in our apartment, like living room. And like at quick glance, you kind of go, hey, your cats are going to eat that.
Right. Like be careful.
And then you get a better look and you're like, wait, is that Lego?
Huh? It's like, oh.
And it's just totally unique amongst anything we saw. I mean, when I saw them in the store, I was like, okay, you have to get these. Because you didn't even want to buy them at first.
I was like, oh, maybe not. They look a little delicate. I don't know. And he's like, they're a little more resilient than you think. And they are. They are phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought they'd be brittle as hell. Like, my day of Legos, like, one wrong move and they all come crashing down.
Yeah.
Like, this stuff's built for tough.
Oh, absolutely. I almost I dropped one on accident while I was building it and I almost thought I broke it, but they hold up really well. I'm not saying go around banging them around, but they're great. They're a little durable, so they won't break right on impact necessarily, unless you're like really going ham.
Right.
But yeah, these are phenomenal. They look like real plants. I've already had people at work be like, "Oh, I thought that was a real bamboo until I took a second look at it."
I probably out of the two you got right now, the bamboo is probably my favorite. Even though it's so beautiful. It's more simplistic.
It is.
But it looks more real.
I think because it's more simplistic, the lines look more real, right? Yeah. It's a little different with like little intricate pieces. It's a little difficult to get all the nuances and all the detail that like more smaller, like more detailed flowers have. That's a little harder. But they look amazing. And if you want an easy, no watering plant for your spaces, your home, your office, whatever's necessary that you can't kill, you can't hurt it, you can't burn it out with sunlight. Well, actually, these you can. Keep them out of the sun.
Well, yeah, because they say like if you put them in the sun, they'll fade over time. Yeah. I mean, we've watched
that's true.
No
sunlight.
We watched documentaries on Discovery of the people that like fix the giant.
That's
Lego
right.
models.
That's right. No sun. But you can't really kill them, right? So
or don't overwater them.
Right. You can't overwater them. So it's perfect. You can just keep them there. Just make sure you keep them dust free, and they look like new.
Yeah, right. I mean, a little polisher every now and then.
Yeah, super nice.
I mean, the thing too is like there's so many different kits too, because like we even saw like set pieces for like your Thanksgiving dinner table.
Yeah, which we're gonna get.
I know. As soon as we saw that online, I'm like, well, we know what we're getting for Thanksgiving.
I have totally become a Lego person now. I want them all over my house. I can't help it.
Yeah, right. I thought the funniest ones to me were the Lego succulents.
Yeah.
So it's like the next level of I can't grow plants is I couldn't get the real plant that supposedly can't die. I'm going to get now the even more fake real plant
really
that
can't mess
die.
up, right?
So the only thing I think of is they just put it under a heat lamp and it melts. That's the only next way that they could brown thumb these plants.
And if these are a little too big for you, they have even smaller ones. There are these tiny ones that come in a collection of like 14 or 15.
Little tchotchkes.
They're so cute. You can just have them as little desk buddies. They're amazing. I definitely recommend them.
I mean, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more Lego floral around here in the coming years.
Very much so. Mixed in with our like real floral, I think it's going to be a perfect sort of like juxtapose between like digital.
Yeah, right.
Is it digital? Is it real?
It's like the movie Pixels where stuff's starting to turn all gamified.
I really want that aesthetic.
That'd be kind of cool, right? Like that'd be kind of cool in the way that things would go.
Yeah. For those who have followed the podcast, we have a propagation station that I set up. I'm gonna pepper these among them. Funny. Yeah, and then we're gonna make it look like it's like shifting in and out of the digital. It's gonna be fantastic.
So some of these days now we can be like take the cameras and run and show people live action cuts of things.
We're gonna do it live.
Right. I mean, that, and like, again, you know, it really the way that's why we wanted to do this, right? Just like now, it's not just us talking to each other here alone in our apartment. We're now talking with all of you, and you can see us and be part of this and enjoy and see kind of the smirks and smiles and see just how much fun we're having here. You know, it's kind of why I want to go now on this kind of streaming journey.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just Marvel Rivals, not just Project Zomboid. We're playing on things like Pal World, Valheim.
I'm going to be doing some StarCraft 2.
Yeah, StarCraft 2, Arcone mode. Ooh, you know, shout out to Maximus Black.
You got me into
and the Lag TV boys. Because definitely is one of those things that we're trying to do. And hopefully we can take a little bit of their charisma and chutzpah and be out there as well, which will be really fun.
Yeah.
Because we see how much fun they have.
They have a blast. And I just love seeing, like, there's just a strategy that people employ during these games. So I kind of wanted to check it out and check out the story. So I'll be playing through some of the story missions.
Yeah. And then obviously we'll have more updates on these botanicals and the various new plants that we pick up as we go.
I have to. They're amazing.
But as always, and now this is a big difference too, because now we can tell you directly if you like what we're doing, if you see us, you're having fun with us, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a review, even if it says, hey, your guys' video quality sucks, go right ahead.
Let us know.
Because we kind of know it already does, because we have shitty apartment internet.
Yeah, we have to try.
So please, everything helps. We are struggling to get over this 75 subscriber bump, and we want to see ourselves grow and keep going and show that what we're doing is actually enjoyed, and we're not just talking to the wall and just like our immediate friends and family.
Right. Shout out to you guys, though. Thank you.
And also, you know, subscribe to our YouTube because it's also where we're going to have our live stream. So if you subscribe, put the alerts up when DNDWife here goes live, you'll be able to see it, as well as myself. So that way, until we get our schedule, that will be the easiest way in order for you to be able to kind of catch us when we're playing and everything else.
Yeah, we usually send out a little alert like 5 or 10 minutes before we start, just to let you guys know, so you can join in right away.
Right.
And please come and join us on our Couple of Nerds Discord. We share everything from artwork to memes to our daily thoughts.
Just bullshitting in chat. I mean, the other night was us having a discussion with a member trying to help his love life.
I know.
No topic is off limits when it comes to the Discord for our Couple of Nerds crew.
Fellow nerds are always invited.
We got to stick together, folks. It's all we got sometimes.
We got to help each other out.
And so that's really an important thing. And I'm hoping with our, this new release and keep an eye out, and hopefully some of our other programs will also be shifting to the video format, so you'll get even more of our pretty faces in front of you smiling and having a great time. Also, show us yours. Come to our Discord, take a picture, join us on our web chats. Let us see you too. We see us all everywhere.
Yeah, join us on our streams as well. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to talk to you.
Let us know if our audio isn't working. That's always great. So that way it's not 45 minutes. If you come in, see, hey guys, your audio sucks, we'll know and we can fix it, so we don't waste a ton of people's time. It's great. It's great. It's
helpful. We love it. All the criticism helps. But that's a wrap for our first ever video podcast, and we had a blast bringing this episode to life. We hope you did too.
And if you did in fact enjoy this even a tiny bit, don't forget again to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. This is what makes us. This support is what helps keeping us make awesome content.
Yeah, and if you want to hang out with us even more, remember the Couple of Nerds Discord for our game nights, discussions, and more awesome content.
Don't forget also, you can catch us live on YouTube and Twitch as we are streaming our gaming adventures. We're terrible, by the way. So you can come and laugh at us and see how terrible we play and give us tips, because we know we're terrible. Yeah. This is to show everyone else that we're terrible.
Yeah, you can watch all our terrible gameplay and let us know.
Yeah.
But until next time, keep embracing your inner nerd, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.